4 tips for the best banana bread ever. Vanilla, chocolate chips, brown sugar, mini muffins. Hi, it's Jen Freeman with tipresource.com. I'm going to share with you 3 tips on making banana bread. These are just basic things I've kind of learned over the years of making a lot of banana bread. One is obviously whenever I have overripe bananas, then I'm going to make banana bread. I don't have a special recipe that I use. I'll go to my cookbook, or I have recipes I just pop on the internet and just literally type in banana bread. I use whatever recipe looks good that day. But these are the 3 things I do every time I make banana bread. First of all, I always add an extra ½ teaspoon of vanilla to the recipe, no matter what the recipe calls for. Add an extra ½ teaspoon vanilla. The next thing I do is I always add some chocolate chips, because for the kids with the twins in the house, if they get a muffin or a piece of banana bread with a chocolate chip in it, they think it's like amazingly special. So I add chocolate chips. And the third thing that I do every single time is when it calls for sugar, granulated sugar, if it's 1 cup of granulated sugar, I always change that to use 25% brown sugar. So if it's 1 cup of sugar called for, I will use 3/4 cup white sugar and 1/4 cup brown sugar. If the recipe called for 1½ cups of sugar, I'll use basically 1 cup of sugar and about ½ cup of brown sugar. I always add just a little bit of brown sugar to it, because I think it gives the banana bread that extra kind of special richness, that extra flavor. And I guess I actually have 4 tips for you. The other thing I do is when I make banana bread, I always make mini muffins. The reason why: quick, easy, great snack to pop in your mouth and take with you. They're basically 2-bite muffins. I make 2 batches of them. I freeze them in a Ziploc bag. I can put them in a kid's lunch. When somebody comes home and says, I'm starving, I can pull out a couple of those muffins. They thaw really fast. Mr. Cameraman walks by the freezer and goes, chocolate chip banana muffins. So those are my tips. I ended up with 4 tips for you for making banana bread. So stick with tipresource.com. I'm going to begin to bring you a lot of different tip videos to hopefully help you out in your day, make things simpler, give you some new ideas for some old tried and true methods that you might have. Come see me at tipresource.com. It's Jen Freeman. One more thing about these mini muffins: they thaw really fast. So if you have unexpected company, pull them out of the Ziploc bag from the freezer. They'll be thawed within minutes. The other thing, if you had to take something somewhere at the last second, you can pull these out. The mini muffins will be thawed by the time you get to wherever you're headed, and they're going to think you baked all afternoon. That's the way to save yourself some extra time.